Welcome to the Coach and Crew Show.
Welcome to the Coach and Crew Show. I am your host, the Coach, Charlie Krause. Tantor is joining me, and I feel like we have to cut WWE style promos since we're talking WWE. Biggest news of, dare I say, this century. Vince McMahon retired on his own admissions, if you will. We all know why he retired and was forced into retirement, but the fact that he actually agreed to retirement, I am blown away, shocked. His tweet was simple. At 77 years of age, it's time for me to retire. Then, now, forever, together.
What should I say? Vince McMahon. I've been hammering him because I think the thing that comes out is the worst stuff. The worst of him is Vince McMahon, head of creative. I've been hammering him for years on his being head of creative and how bad a job he's done. All right, so I said that. Now that that's out of the way, Vince McMahon, the character, he's the best heel in the history of sports entertainment.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. He's the best heel in the history of sports.
Yes, oh, absolutely. And he made wrestling. He is, as far as running and creating professional wrestling, going from the territorial system to an international brand, creating WrestleMania, it's just mind-boggling what he's done. I mean, he's the number one. And then, as far as being a businessman he's light years ahead of everyone else. I mean, the dude created pay-per-views. The dude created the app streaming service. He's been streaming for 15 years.
He streamed before
brilliant.
Netflix.
Yes, he's
Again, let
brilliant.
me say that. He streamed before Netflix.
Yes.
He created the pay-per-view. He took all the brands and merged them together, and then he went worldwide.
It's just everything he's done is just been gold, and he's brilliant. He's been the number one on everything. And I had to get out there that when he comes down and tries to micromanage creative, that's where he failed. But everything else, boom, he's the best ever. And it's just amazing. And then him being a character and being especially the foil when he's worked those angles for about 3 years with Stone Cold Steve Austin. It doesn't get any better than that. Very few people in sports entertainment, any type of sports entertainment, can say they had his type of career because the dude brought it for 40 years.
From Hulk Hogan to The Rock to Stone Cold to John Cena to Roman Reigns, all of them must thank Vince. I want to throw this out there as well before we go into further rabbit holes. The one thing I'm nervous about now, because Vince, outside of the WWE world, has no friends outside of WWE. He has friends, but he has no true connections on a personal level. He has no hobbies. He has nothing else. So I'm nervous he's going to be the next Bear Bryant, who died 28 days after retirement, or Joe Paterno, who died something like 78 days after retirement. I'm hoping he has a great retirement. I hope he gets to see the grandkids. I'm nervous because he's got nothing else. He will fall into that type of scenario. Now, part 2 of our storyline is everybody's favorite part, creative. This news broke at 4:05 p.m. on Friday, which no coincidence is the stock market closed at 4 o'clock p.m. Earlier that morning, it was announced that accepting the role of Executive Vice President of Talent Relations is Paul Levesque, aka Triple H. I don't expect to see it. Well, we didn't see it on Smackdown. I don't expect to see it on Raw. But maybe by SummerSlam, is Triple H going to be writing the main storylines? Maybe Paul Heyman's going to be writing the storylines. And who of the yes men will be shown the door? How do you think this is going to play out short term and long term?
I mean, when Paul Heyman ran the company or ran creative while during the COVID the COVID time. And I'll give Vince credit with the COVID deal. Instead of shutting the company down and doing everything, I mean, he came up with the Thunderdome and all this other stuff. It was awesome. And having Heyman run it, Heyman was developing new acts, creative storylines without the audience involved. I mean, that took a lot of talent. My personal feeling is, by reading the press releases, they have co-CEOs with Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan. Co-CEOs does not work. So I think there's going to be a civil war inside the company on who's going to run it. Is Vince going to secretly run it behind the scenes? I personally don't think that he can give it up. I think he's going to have his yes men in there, and he's going to be the sock puppets, and his hand's going to be so far up Pritchard's butt trying to run this and Nick Khan's butt that, you know, it's going to be a mess. So I think it's going to be between the Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, Shawn Michaels type deal, the next generation, so to speak, and then the old guard. I think it's going to be between them, and I please hope that the old guard, they take them outside on break and then, you know, have an execution.
And just change the locks.
Exactly. We need the new guard to take over. I mean, we saw what happened with NXT. NXT a year and a half ago was incredible. Yeah, it lost against AEW. All right, but AEW's got a good product out there, so that's nothing to be sneezed about. But NXT was fantastic. Vince took it over, rebranded it, turned it into what he wanted, and it's unwatchable. And I don't watch it now. Okay, and the dogs hate it too.
All right, folks, what are your thoughts? Vince leaving and what's coming next? Like and subscribe, comment below. Thanks for watching.